How to use XLeads to find the instant offer price. What is up, guys? Zach in here, and in today's video, I am right here inside of XLeads, and I'm going to show you how anyone can get basically a really good MAO or an LAO-ish inside of XLeads instantly. You click the property, the instant offer value is there, and that's all you need to know. So I want to break down exactly how to use that for XLeads and obviously give you a disclaimer, right? That like this isn't 100% always going to be the MAO. Nothing is 100% accurate, but it's pretty dang good. And it's probably going to be the closest thing you're going to be able to find of a LAO instant offer price. A price that you should offer first. Now, this isn't going to be like the max you should offer, but it's going to be something where roughly you should be in that range. As you know, I am a big low offer person. I'm a big low offer starting out and then increase it from there. You know, we get a lot of people like, maybe I should offer more. Drives me crazy. So we're going to break this all down today and then obviously go out here and show you everything XLeads has to offer when it comes to MAO, LAO, and all of these great things. So let's get inside of XLeads and let's kind of share exactly how this works and how you can start using it for your wholesaling success. I'm inside of XLeads and let's kind of just break down exactly how to find it. So you get into XLeads, you go here to lead pipes, you go to property leads. And what you're going to find here is all of the properties that you want. And basically just choose a market that you want. Maybe I'm going to choose, what are you going to do? Let's look at Riverside, California. There's a lot of Riversides. Riverside, California. Why not? Okay, we're gonna go here and let's just randomly choose a house. Now these ARVs are ridiculous to say the least, but whatever. All right, let's just choose this random house here, right? Basically, you're gonna find that the retail is $532 and your instant offer price should be $345. The reason I chose Riverside is to show you how big of a difference you're gonna find the instant offer price in a high ARV market compared to a low ARV market, right? Roughly, you're looking to get a certain percentage off. This isn't ARV 30% type thing, but it's kind of curated in a way where it's not as, it's low. It's a low offer and it should be a low one where probably it needs 80K in work. Maybe it's 440 and you just offer 100 grand under that and see where you can get from there. That might be a good area. And if you go to like a cheaper market, let's just go do like Macon, Georgia. You're going to find less of a change on this. So it's going to Macon, Georgia here. And you're going to find like high ARVs for Macon. Macon's such a rough market. Like there's some really cheap houses there. It's funny they have a Porsche Macon. And I'm like, guys, it sounds cheap to me. But their house is 80 grand. People lock them up for 12. It's crazy how cheap real estate gets there. For example, this one, first and foremost, can we just take some time to appreciate how good of a lead type this one is, right? I just randomly chose this one, right? What is it? It's an absentee owner. It's a delinquent in taxes and it's upside down. Cash buyer can mean a lot of things. I'm not going to look into that too much, but yeah, this is just a landlord. That's crazy. And so if I want to even see what the house looks like, just go to Google results, street view, and you'll notice like this is Macon, Georgia, by the way, right? This isn't the hood. Looks like we gotta get somebody here, but like this isn't the hood. Look at that little baby Ford truck. There we go. But like this isn't a hood house, right? It's a nice looking house. And our instant wholesale price is 27 grand and the retail's 41. And that's not me being crazy. Like that's Macon, Georgia for you. That's how crazy it is. So just want to give everyone an FYI with Macon, Georgia. It's very interesting. And so basically your offer price is already here. Your wholesale instant price is 27 grand. So that should be the price that you offer the seller first, no questions asked. Now that is going to be lower than MAO. The reason for this is your instant price should be way below the MAO. So that if you offer that, you're not going to lose money on the deal. That's the way how me and Rick kind of thought about it is basically, why don't we give an offer to the person that you're going to guaranteed make money and then counter from there. I made this argument yesterday with lowballing. I think it's completely true. But when you're talking to a motivated seller, right, you got to meet in the middle. Meeting in the middle is the best thing ever. And I don't think a lot of people really appreciate meeting in the middle because if you offer 20 grand to buy the house and they went at 200 and the house is worth 180, if you met in the middle, you're at 120. And so because your demand were so ridiculous that just to meet me in the middle, just to meet me in the middle right there, right? Just to meet me in the middle, you would probably lose out, right? And that's the point. You just have such a ridiculous lowball demand, you're good to go. And so your instant MAO value is right there. Now, if you want to get more in the nitty gritty of it, well, Zach, I want to go out here and get the perfect calculation of MAO. I'm not making fun of those type of people. You can do it. I'm just telling everybody, this is just how I roll. And I think you guys know this. It is better just to spend the extra time marketing, talking to than going out here and trying to comp everything perfectly. Now, you can spend 5 minutes comping, 10 minutes comping. I think comping should be more of a thing when you go out here and lock up the deal and you try to figure out the perfect price to sell it for. That's just me, right? And you can switch your map views here if you want. And then instantly you can click this button and it shows you the Google Maps view, which is pretty dang cool. But yeah, I think it's pretty dang nice. But you can do some, like for example, we can go here to comparables and we can really calculate an offer price. Takes a little more time, but we could. And the reason I get a lot of people like, Zach, this is my biggest one. I clicked the comps and there's no comps, man. Like, okay. Well, you can't blame me because it's just sales, right? Like I can't produce sales out of nowhere, right? But most likely it's because when you were looking at these comps, we just go after the last 6 months. That's always going to be the best one. If you're in a market that doesn't have a lot of cash sales, you're going to either have to expand the area or increase the length. So let's do last year. Okay, we got some more. And okay, let's look at our property. It's a 3-2. It is 1,240, 1,200 square feet. That is a good dang price. Maybe I go buy those at rental. And let's look at other ones. Okay, so 105 Shiloh. The reason why we expanded a year is it's better to have a comp in the neighborhood a year ago than a comp closer length of time, but like farther away, right? So this is probably the best comp I'm going to have. But this 105 Shiloh, 145. Holy moly, that's actually changes a lot of the values. Let's look at this. Interesting. So this one sold for 118 a square foot. Interesting. So let's look at this one real quick. So all I can do is just click this little Google button. Let's look at the Google here. Nasty house too. Jeez. I mean, not nasty, but not perfect. And this sold in February. Interesting. On the MLS, 1,300 square feet for 145. So that's going to put our property at that much, 130 a square foot. Interesting. Let's expand this. I don't want to go that far usually, but 45K. Now we're getting to Macon, Georgia territory because in Macon, Georgia, the house next to, like some of these houses sell crazy and some don't. But this one would put it at, let's look at this one. This one would be 3,901. So cool part about XLeads is you do have the MLS pictures from the past 5 years now cached inside the system. This is 1,300 square feet. It's actively on the market for 97 a square foot. So that would put our property 110 ARV. Interesting because but here's the weird thing. It got sold for 30 grand in 2016, which it's crazy to say it's 8 years ago, but property values haven't 4x'd in 8 years. So it's very interesting to see because it looks like they got a loan for building okay. They did some building and construction after they bought it. Looks like they put 70 grand in the 30,000. That's 100. Yeah, 130. So I wonder what they built here. You'd have to ask the seller. But they did a full renovation on this property. Let's read the description here. Anyone seeking a cozy retreat 3-2. Don't miss the opportunity to make this charming house. Schedule a visit today. So I think they added square feet. I could be wrong, but that's active 97. It might go down to 80. So it puts like 110. So that changes our instant MAO value on this property right here. But that does get interesting. We got this one for 159. So you just put the price per square foot. It'd be right there. And it'll tell you all your info you need to know. So let's add this one. Let's add that one. Let's add this one. I mean, how is this one? Let me look at this one. Is this on the MLS? It's a decent looking house. This one's on for 130. Oh yeah, I already saw this one. Okay. No. So we're getting a 120 average square feet. I see one selling for 97. Most likely we have a 110 ARV, 80. So just doing the math here. I think on this one, it was slightly above probably, but if it's 80 grand, okay, 80.56 MAO. So 27 is a good instant offer price. You know, it's still like you're still going to make money on that one, but it still gets a little, that one is slightly off, I would say, of the value, but still not really the end of the world, but still 27. I'd say it goes up a little more, but you don't spend too much time comping, right? Let me know. Let me see at one more city and we can use that for an example. Let's do Atlanta. Let's do something in like Cobb County. And we can comp versus and figure out the MAO versus the instant offer price and just show you the difference between them. I just randomly choose Absentee. That's a good one. Smyrna, not good those, but retail's 412. So basically what they're, oh wow, SFR3. SFR3, by the way, is a great hedge fund. They like to buy in the Southeast, mostly rental properties. Great. They have a little portal you can actually send your wholesale deals, FYI. It's like a instant offer. It's pretty cool. So we're assuming here at 412, roughly 50 grand in repairs. Take 83% off the top. 300K MAO. This is just off of retail if I'm guessing regular repairs. And you'd make, with this wholesale price of 268, you'd make about 30 grand off the bat, which I think is pretty good. So let's look at this property here and just look. So boop, 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 boop. Now this is a way better area, obviously. So 6 months, we have a lot more to work with. So our property is a 4.2. It's a 4.2. Actually, FYI, the best comp, and I want everyone to understand this when you're looking at your offer values, the best comp is the property itself. So if the property sold on the market 3 years ago for 360, you know it's appreciated. It's way more than 360 now. So let's kind of look at these and roughly get some values. And so there's no ours is a 4.2. Let's just change this to a 4.2s. What's our square feet? Oh Lord, are we really doing this? Okay, well maybe this is expanded. So let's look at threes. So if there's no bed and bath that match, the only thing you can match is based off of square feet. So a 4.2 for 1,500 square feet is actually kind of ridiculous, not gonna lie. So yeah, the square footage is about right. So instantly there. So let's kind of look at some other ones. All right. So this one sold for 380. Yes. No. High side. I'm going to say no. Yes. No. Yes. 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 And no. Because Marriott is even a different city. So we're getting average square feet of 214. So doing some math here. Blah, blah, blah. 214. And I'm getting the average square feet right here. Do you see this average price per square foot of the properties I selected? So 214 multiplied by 1532 is about 327. And I think I have one bad comp in here that's ruining it. Let me figure it out. It's going to be this 515 Thomas Street. If I get rid of that, it jacks it up. Let me go look at this one though, because we're getting 256 and we got some 168s. So let's look at this one too. This was 168. Do we include this or do we not? I just go in Zillow because it's quicker sometimes. I can go inside of XLeads and click it, but I don't want to get out of this little comping tool. But we can go in here and look at the MLS. Yeah, let's just stay in XLeads for the MLS pictures. So 3.2. Woo! That's not gonna lie. Okay. Not gonna cap. That's a nice house. That is not a wholesaling type property. So honestly, that's a good comp right there. That's clean, professional pictures. Yeah, you really can't say anything bad about this one. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep that. So that one's at 168 a square foot. So that puts us at like a 330. I think it's interesting. Now we have some, but the nearby one, even this one, 732 Taylor Street is a lot closer. 7238 Taylor Street, a lot closer. Literally street over, selling for 256. Now if ours is at 262, what is it? 256? Let me look. 256 a square foot. I'm getting this data from price per square foot that sold for right here, 256. 256 multiplied by 1532. So FYI, this is how I'm calculating because I'm such a genius when it comes to price calculations. Quick phone math, right? That put ours at 392. So it's a weird one, but even if it's 392, the ARV, just looking back here, 412 might be it. You got an extra bedroom, so it's hard to comp it. 268, you ain't gonna lose money. That's kind of the point here. You ain't gonna lose money with this instant offer price. And that's the point here. Just to get some offers out here, just to make some money. That is how you do it.